Hi, and welcome to another episode of Girl You Always Sewing and Doing Something. Today I want to talk to you about how to take a commercial pattern and trace it onto freezer paper without messing up your actual pattern. Patterns are expensive. I've messed up a few times over my course of sewing. My hip and waist ratio is different. So a lot of times I would try to read the commercial pattern. I would cut out all my pieces just to find out it does not fit correctly because my hip is one size and my waist is a different size. So to eliminate that problem, I've decided to start tracing my patterns. So the things that you need, obviously you need your commercial pattern you want to trace. I am tracing 8652, a simplicity skirt pattern, because my hips and waist is always a smaller waist, larger hips, always a fitting problem. You need some Reynolds kitchen freezer paper. It's plastic coated. I have the big one. I got this from BJ's. It's 150 square feet. You need some paper cutting scissors. You don't want to use your fabric scissors. You need some washers. I got that from Home Depot. And you need a Sharpie. You cannot do this with any other pen besides a black Sharpie. So once you have all that, let's get started. For your freezer paper, you'll have two sides. One side, and you probably can't see it on camera, which is fine. One side is the plain side. The other side is that kind of shiny plastic coated side. When we do this tutorial, you want to make sure you have that shiny coated side down, and you want to put your commercial pattern on top of the plain side, and then we'll begin to start tracing. Okay, hopefully I'm in camera view. So you just want to make sure that you're tracing your lines and marking your notches. Any straight lines, again, you want to rely on your good old-fashioned ruler to be able to keep your lines straight. So I'm going to trace my size on this, and all I'm doing is just tracing out my markings. Anytime I get to my lines, my notches, I make a nice triangle, and sometimes I may highlight it before I actually start using my black Sharpie, just so I know exactly where the lines are at for me when I'm sewing, or tracing rather, I'm sorry. You just want to be careful and make sure you're getting all your darts, all your markings. So for my darts, I just find that whatever number it is, and sometimes it can be a little challenging to see it, and you just want to make sure that the marker is actually bleeding through. You want to make sure the marking is actually bleeding through your lines. So this is for view B. Actually, I don't even need this for view B. I'm making view A, so I can skip those darts, but I do like those darts in there. So that's pretty much it. Just go around, and once you finish, you should have, it'll be a really faint, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna have to probably hold the camera. I'm gonna have to hold the camera up so you can see it. So I'll show it to you after I finish tracing everything, how it looks, and how you just go ahead and take your marker and trace it again, and you're done. Here's an example of the actual pattern that I traced. It bled straight through. I didn't even retrace it, as you can see. I just cut it straight out. I made sure I kept my notches. That was really important. I darkened up my notches, but I kept everything the same. But I did go back in with my ruler, and I copied my fold line, my welt pockets, my darts. I emphasized that, and I just wrote down all the wording that I saw on that pattern. I exchanged it to here, so now you have a copy of your pattern without messing up the integrity of your original. So hopefully this will help you. Please like, rate, and subscribe. If you have a better way of doing it, let me know. I'm open to new ideas and new suggestions. Thank you.